So I saw this video of this young lady, and she was talking about she was dating this guy that had been on like 5 dates, and they were about to go on their 6th date. And on the 5th date, she told him, hey, just so you know, like, I'm dating other men, and if you want, or I'm just letting you know that I'm dating other men, and that's what I'm going to be doing until you ask me to be your girlfriend. And women were like, oh yes, and I was just like, oh no, not only no, but hell no. Like,
so I agree with her so far, like hell no. And the reason why I say that is because, when a woman likes you, what's going to happen is she's gonna feel a need to cut off every other dude, because women like to rock with their favorite guy. So they naturally want to be with their favorite dude, whoever that favorite dude is at the moment. If it's you or if it's old dude, they want to rock with their favorite guy. So what a woman does is, when they are ready to be in a relationship with you, they're naturally gonna cut off all these other dudes. Not necessarily cut them off, but they're gonna put them on the back burner, and they're gonna focus all their attention on you. So when a woman says to you, well, I'm still dating other men, and when you're ready to ask me for a relationship, you can ask me. It's kind of backwards, because a woman wants a guy that is chasing something. Woman wants a confident man. She wants a leader. And as a man, you hold the keys to a relationship. So for a woman to say, no, I hold the keys to a relationship, it's kind of backwards. You know what I'm saying? It's backwards.
That's literally the worst thing you can do. The worst thing a woman can do when it comes to a romantic situation with a man is to tell him exactly what he needs to do to reach the ultimate level of accessing you. That's the worst thing you can do. Because one thing that a man who is going to commit is going to do is commit. He will figure out how to access that level. He'll figure it out on his own. And they all do that. And that is an absolute that I'm comfortable with saying.
Yeah, so I agree with her. See, as men, what you got to understand is a woman wants a leader. So therefore, that's why us men, we are considered the prize. We have the vision. We know where we're going. We have the confidence, the assertiveness. And a woman just wants to follow a man's lead. She just wants to be along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? So if you are the prize and you're sitting here and a woman's telling you, oh, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this to be in a relationship with me. Well, most likely, if you do A, B, C, you're not going to get what you thought you was going to get. That is why, man, you just do you and let the woman follow your lead. Here's the thing. For me, what I have experienced is when a woman is ready for a relationship, usually she'll say something like, hey, I'm not talking to no other guys. You shouldn't be talking to nobody else because, I see this going the distance or whatever, right? Usually she's gonna ask, where is this going? Or I'm not talking to any other dudes. And she's doing that because she wants you. And she knows that you hold the keys to a relationship. So for a woman to put it on you to where, hey, I'm gonna keep dating other dudes until you make a decision, until you ask me to be your girlfriend, it's kind of going backwards. That's not, when you're dealing with a woman like that, you're dealing with a structured woman. You don't want to be dealing with a woman who operates like that.
All men who want to actually commit to a woman, some kind of way, they figure out how to access the ultimate level of her. So no, absolutely not. Because what this guy could potentially, and then he's like, oh, well, let me plan, I didn't like that. So this guy could actually plan this date and ask her to be the girlfriend and still not really want to really commit to her or be serious about her, because that's how they do. So I would not recommend that. I have not seen that work well with anybody in any scenario. The best thing you can do is to be quiet and as mysterious as possible and let these men figure out what they need to do to access the most ultimate level of you, because they will if they're really trying to commit to you. So no, don't help these dudes out in any kind of way. You just show up and be cute. Don't tell them anything. They'll figure it out.
So I agree with her message overall. I don't agree with the sentiment of don't help a dude out, he'll figure it out. I don't know if I too much agree with that. But what I will say is, man, if you want a relationship with a certain woman, you have to make sure that, for one, you don't get comfortable while you're dating her. Because what you do to get somebody is how you're going to keep them, for one. Number two, while you're dating a woman, you want to continue to stay focused and locked in. Continue to stay focused. So when you're not with that woman, Don't be blowing her line up, doing none of that, because when you're doing that, there's no mystery, there's no mystique. And what's going to happen is, this is how you're gonna separate yourself from other dudes. Because every other dude in her phone is blowing her up, trying to get a relationship, trying to smash. Every other dude is doing the same thing. So naturally, when you separate yourself and you're not doing any of these things, you're not, you know what I'm saying, you're not pressing her, you focus on your mission, you working on yourself, you know what I'm saying, like your swag is getting better, you super confident. When you're doing all those things, naturally, she's going to feel in her nature to ask you for a relationship. And if you want it at that point, that's when you lay down the ground rules of what you expect out the situation. So you have to act like the prize to be treated like the prize. You know what I'm saying? And this is just from my experience. That's just what I've seen over the years. When a woman wants a relationship, they will ask you for it. That's why I don't necessarily agree with asking a woman for a relationship, because a woman is kind of like a cake in the oven. If you take it out before it's ready, it's not gonna be ready. But a woman doesn't want a relationship, you're not gonna be able to get it from her. So that's why, to me, it's weird when a woman says, hey, you know what I'm saying, when you're ready for a relationship, just ask me. Because at the end of the day, I know when a woman is ready to be with a dude, she's going to ask him. And it's gonna be in a subtle way, right? It's gonna be in a way, and like I said, with me, it's usually, hey, I'm not talking to nobody else, or you shouldn't be talking to nobody else, and that's her hinting at she wants to be exclusive. Or another one they use is, where's this going? So when you hear these type of, and usually it happens a couple months within y'all dating. 2 to 3 months, it'll happen. Once she starts to fall for you and see that you that dude, then she's gonna ask you for a relationship. And I ain't gonna lie, how I look at women, and when I really like a woman and things like that, I always look at it as like, what's meant for me is meant for me. That's why, like, I don't never press the situation. Because what most dudes are doing is they feel like they're gonna lose the woman, or they feel like another dude is going to get her. So naturally, what is every dude doing? Blowing her line up, trying to see her, doing all these different things, buying her hella shit. They're doing all these different things to try to get her attention because they feel like they're gonna lose her. But when you that dude that's not doing any of that, and I'm not saying that you're not investing into her, but when I'm saying you're not overstepping your boundaries, not overstepping your boundaries as a man, and you're just present when you're there, and you continue to stay focused on your craft, and you giving her experience, and she's missing you when y'all are not around, that's the key to get the relationship, because she's gonna feel comfortable around you. She's gonna feel like that you can lead her. And when a woman feels like that, that's when she asks for the relationship. And then again, how you get somebody is how you keep them. So when you get in a relationship, you can't get comfortable. That happened to me a lot. I will get comfortable. It'll be Netflix and chill on my couch. You know what I'm saying? Netflix and chill instead of continue to date my woman. You gotta continue to date your woman. Just because you get her doesn't mean it's done. Because your woman wants to feel like, she wants to feel good. She wants to feel she wants to be courted. She wants an experience, because you know women get bored. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get comfortable. How you get somebody is how you want to keep them. So as a man, always keeping your mind that you hold the keys to the relationship. You hold the keys. As long as you're doing you're focusing on your craft. When you're dating your woman, you're giving her an experience, you doing your thing, you staying fresh, you staying locked in, you continue to read books, you hanging out with your friends and families, you got hella hobbies. When you in that type of mode, you're the prize, and she's going to ask you for the relationship. Don't ever ask a woman for a relationship, because most likely she's not ready. Because if she was ready, she would ask you. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys as always. I appreciate the support, man. Let's keep rolling, man. Y'all continue to keep liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel, guys. And I'm gone.